So we get to the gym and we see Hayden and Gary, and Hayden's let Gary know that he's busting his ass trying to get partner, and he needs his help for that. And then he notices a little blood coming out of his nose, but we know why the blood is coming out his nose. He talking about he's just, just little blood, just little blood, ain't nothing to it. I don't know where they are trying to take this character, Gary, but it seems like it's in a deep, dark, undelicious place. So he mentions Tamara, and Tamara is trying to encourage him. But, Gary is asking, so you still trying to work things out that go there? Now, it's amazing what we're about to find out coming up. Gary, I mean, does he have swag? Is that what it is? Is that what attracting these women to his psycho behind? So Gary is over there at the gym begging Hayden for help to deal with Andy and vice versa. So he's like, well, you're way better at turning it in dirtier, in other words. So what can I do to help you? And then that Negro had enough nerve to say, no woman deserves all that power. I just know he didn't. Boy, if I could jump through the TV and slap him up. So Hank reminds him that every time he deals with him, he gets into trouble. Remember the feds. So they're working on things to make sure he becomes partner and make sure Gary gets what he needs on Jordan. They slap fire, and then Hank said, come on over to dinner with your boy, Guess who's going to be cooking dinner? I bet y'all don't know that. Well, it's going to come out. Down at the salon, you got Pam saying, I got you. Come on over to Karen Fresh Star Salon. Now, mind you, she's a media influencer. Now, on the last episode, Karen got on to her about thinking. Pam, are you using my car? No, Karen, I got this. I use my own money. I opened up a line of credit. Now, on this episode, she's using Karen's credit card account again. What is really going on with this? Are they watching what we watch? I told y'all about these continuity errors. We are paying attention as content creators and viewers, okay? So Maurice is over there at his house doing what he normally does, and he's making jizz all over the apartment and whatnot. Sabrina comes to the door. She knocks this time. Oh, Sabrina, I know you're not over to my damn house. You should be over there with that fine-ass man. Now, the thing about it is, Sabrina is telling him that she's going to freeze her eggs yet again. And now he's acting like this is the first time he heard this. Plus, he's acting like it's the first time that he's heard that Rich don't want no babies. So she asked about Calvin, and she said, I would have thought that Calvin would have called me on my birthday. Calvin is with that white woman, remember? Don't ask about him no more. What about that fine Rich? By the way, I had a date myself, and I had a date with a fine specimen. And first I acted like I want to be there, and then I quit acting. And Maurice is telling her about what a good time he had on a date. Then, like I said, she informs him that she's going to freeze her eggs. And she wants to eat some of those cupcakes. And then he reminded, you might not want to eat any of those cupcakes because I use those for my clients. In other words, they may have jizz on them too. But I mean, you got Rich. I mean, Rich is so fine. Hell, I might get pregnant by him. Charlie, I can't make this stuff up. So, like I said, I guess Maurice is important to the episode, to the show. But not Calvin or Preston or none of them. I'm still finding that weird that none of the original male cast survived the recall, except I maybe think on the men's side of things they may have done a clean sweep. Even Zach. Because I'm trying to figure out how are they going to, like I said, weave in what's going on Zatima and Fatima. I've never seen a show that gave someone a spinoff and those characters remained main characters on the original show that they were on. Sometimes, like I said, they go back and forth and, revisit each other. And usually sometimes that's at the first couple of episodes, because once Family Matters got off the ground, you never saw Harriet go back over to Perfect Strangers, even though she kept her job as that elevator operator. Same thing with the Jefferson, same thing with Good Times, all of those. See, back in the 80s, spinoffs were very prevalent. And the way he's working this spinoff type of situation with Sistas and Fatima, Zatima, it's not working. It's not working because there are two different things going on. Plus, on spinoffs, the story remains the same. Now, I was talking to one person that in my comments, she was saying, well, you have to stop going to Zatima and referencing Zatima because the show is different. Yes, it is a different show with the same characters, but it's not like it's a different show. It's almost like it's a different show that wasn't a spinoff, like it's an original show, if you will. So Maurice goes into his character, his funny character again, and then he says, baby, go get that manufactured baby. Because the manufactured babies, you can make them look like you want to look. I say chocolate with blue eyes. I say no. I say hell to the damn no. Then he sings happy birthday to her. Happy birthday, Archie. Blowing that little thing, the little blower. Sabrina. And your babies, your manufactured babies. Hopefully they'll look like Jesse Williams. No, hopefully they won't. I'm just saying. Just sidebar. I never saw what the big deal was about Jesse Williams. Now, as far as his advocacy goes, that was attractive, but I don't get it. Now we get over to the office, and there is Zach, Fatima, and Andy. And Zach gets the baby, and then he's all crying. They're signing the paperwork, and all of a sudden, Fatima gets a call, and she's looking down at the phone, and she telling them that it's nothing, but it really is something. So they thank Andy and see all these lawyer references. I didn't pick up on it that could have been a law office calling, because I thought that we were going to fix one continuity error and that was a call from her doctor, or she was looking at her calendar and she realized she was late. So, child, I can't make this stuff up. That wasn't it. But at the same time, I should have picked up on it because she kept telling Andy, if I could only be half the lawyer that you are. And then Andy tells her she's going to be better. And, they're so excited that, and Zach is so excited. He doesn't even realize that something really is going on with Tim, because she says she's good, but she has a strange look on her face. And if he was any kind of man and wasn't so damn selfish and in his own head all the time, he could realize that it's something bothering Fatima. But hey, he's a man child. So Danny goes over to the office. All of a sudden, since old phony macaroni Tony Baloney is over there, the man, she goes to the office in her yellow coat, nothing under it but some lingerie. Shout out to Jamie Foxx for teaching me what lingerie was. Now, I'm joking. I knew what it was. I'm talking about saying the word lingerie instead of lingerie. Yeah, I know how to say it for real. But just for commentary purpose, I'm going to be saying lingerie. And she's all over the man, and she about to get him the goody goods. Now, mind you, this man has supposed to been there for her. He's all lovey-dovey with her at the office, being unprofessional, licked her cookies down to the job. Now all of a sudden, he Papa Bear, okay? So now that he's Papa Bear, he's letting Danny know that the kid's gonna be with him for the duration of the summer or whatever. And she's like, well, maybe you should let me know that. Well, maybe your ass shouldn't went over there halfway naked down to the job. Okay? That might be something that you want to work on. But then again, he's unprofessional as well because he did indeed lick her cookies behind her desk. So there's that. So the little fast mouth daughter asks, where are your clothes? And then she says, don't worry about that. So these are your kids. And then the boy, he's like, ooh, them luscious tatas, is them yours, girl? No, he didn't say it like that. I ain't my own judge, but hey, you know what I do. Danny tells phone and macaroni bologna Tony she's gonna leave. But the only thing he could do for her at this moment is give her some money for the bar. No, baby, you had enough. No, I need some money for the bar. Did he just ask me were my boobs real? Yeah, he did. Well, you raised them right, baby. Now, give me that money for that bar. And she dips. So back at the salon, we are with Karen and Mr. Trey and Pam doing her thing. So all these things are delivered. And like I said, she's all of a sudden using Karen's debit card or credit card or whatever. And Trey is flirting with her, telling her that she looks lovely. And Pam said, just coming back from brunch with the girl. Now, I ain't seen Karen do not one head since she been back at the salon. And then he tells her she needs to bottle up all that mommy glow. And she said, no need for flattery, try. No flattery, just true. Well, thank you for the compliment. What's up with the father to be? Well, thank you, Trey. I'm sure you have more deliveries to make. Did I say something wrong? Yeah. You mentioned the father to be, that she don't know who the father is as of 3 years from later. So Pam lets her know that she's gonna make her money back and pay her back and double in payments because she is making a whole lot of skrilla selling her products for free out of Karen's shop. She needs to start paying booth rent because Karen's really not getting any profit because Karen is actually paying her. She used Karen's credit card and then she's selling products out of Karen's location. You gotta give the employer something because you're her receptionist. You're not one of her hairdressers. So you need to give her something for this capital because remember, Karen is allegedly in debt because of her new Fresh Start salon. So Fatima's really sad, and Annie walks in and she tells her, Andy, Zach already has me barefoot in the kitchen in a naked. And she said, I heard. She said, well, I'm just not ready for all this, I don't think. And Annie says, when you have a wonderful man who loves you, trust me, you'll find a way to make it work. So she tells Annie she got into law school, and then she says, I'm tired of trying to figure things out. And then she says, I know that you are feeling some type of way about this. Andy is telling her that, but at the same time, you're going to be great parents and you're going to be a great attorney. You can do it all. As most women can. Why not, Fatima? You went to law school. You knew that Zach was in a conundrum with Karen when you got with him. And then shortly after you got with him, she gets pregnant. So you knew that was a part of the deal when you got with Zach. And Zach is baggage, okay? And like I said, you are in the midst of raising him. But at the same time, you have a great love story. And like Andy said, now it's his turn to be there for you. But that's going to be more complicated, in my opinion, than they both realize. Because Zach is extremely needy. She tells her she got this, and um, Andy happily goes to meet with no chemistry Joy. So she runs into Jordan on her way out, Andy does, and he looking with her, as put an F in front of, as he normally does. Hey, what's up? What do you want, Jordan? I just want to let you know, if I had continued to represent Heather, I would have won that case. I'm not so sure about that. Heather is a horrible parent. That's why I couldn't be a damn lawyer, because represent somebody who I know is lying, devious, and dirty would get up in my crawl space, and I would have to take their money regardless. But some lawyers have morals, because one of my lawyers told me that he was a public defender on one of the cases that I was on when I was at DHS. And to me, he was doing a good job ragging us at DHS, but he told me that he had told the guy who was molesting his daughter, that his stepdaughter, that he didn't have a chance to win. So, and he didn't win, but I'm just saying, you know, sometimes though, lawyers can present a case to defend people. Oh, best example, OJ. And then they get off, and you know they're guilty. He says, well, don't you have better things to do? Like stand beside a man. Like, see, this whole misogynistic thing that they have going on right in that scene, it makes me want to slap the ish out of hey. Now, my thing is, he hasn't proven himself to be a better attorney than Andy. But they have Andy as like the sex symbol at the office. And it seems like she can't get anywhere unless she's standing beside a man or alongside a man, and she needs help. But from what we see on the show, she stands on her own. As a matter of fact, she was about to pull all Gary's money when she was representing Jasmine. So what happened to Jasmine? We know Jasmine is in jail, like one of my commenters told me. However, at the same time, what happened to the lawsuit when she was suing all the ladies? When she was suing Andy for editing that child, I can't make this stuff up. Oh, he gets up in his crawl space. She calls Jordan and tells him she can't make it. And she really wants to get into this new case. And Jordan is perfect, right? He tells her he understands. Nothing like Gary. Tells her he loves her. She doesn't say it back. She was all up in Gary punk ass face telling him she loved him. And so back at the Zach and Fatima home, Fatima is running around like a chicken with her head cut off, trying to do business, trying to get straightened out. And she tells Zach that he's doing too much too soon because he has the house filled with toys. And he said, I can't do any work in daddy daycare. He said, you call me daddy. I don't like it when you call me daddy. Fatima says, I'm serious. I'm not playing. And then he gives her a gift, and it says baby on board. Okay. So Bryce gives him a call. So Bryce from Fatima gives him a call, and he heads out the door. He has to do some work with some real estate deals. She said, oh no, this late at night. And she sits down and she says she got to think about some things, and she decides to call Angela. Now here is the dinner that we all been waiting for, right? You have the four foods together. Different quadruple, but same foolishness. And Gary's in the midst, and P-Nail. So they greet each other. Tamara is irritated that Gary is there. P-Nail has to go to the bathroom. They leave these two idiots alone. They get to arguing. And in the heat of this argument, them fools start to kiss. Child, I can't make this stuff up. Well, P-Nail 82 months pregnant, so of course she has to use the bathroom all the time. But apparently Tamara is a really good cook. So something about her lit up in Gary's crawl space. Gary must be a sex addict or something. Is that what they trying? That's the angle they trying to go at, because you cannot be this big of a asshole on one show. You've been with every woman on the show. You've been with every side chick on the show. All up. Well, then again, so is that. That's not a jerk. So Angela is there using analogies and letting her know that in order to make a perfect picture, you have to color within the lines. And then she says, yes, but why don't we just ignore what our teacher told us and color outside the lines sometimes? Sometimes things on the outside that don't look perfect are perfect on the inside. And sometimes when things are perfect on the outside, they're not perfect on the inside. That's a little deeper D knowledge for it. Now, mind you, again, Fatima, I don't know, like I said, the continuity is off, so I don't know if it's this after or before Fatima gets pregnant on Zatima, or maybe Zatima is years off from Sistas and this is in the future. Well, it can't be because Angela looks the same, they look the same, and uh, they did jump ahead on this show, so I can't put it together. Okay, I quit. But anyway, the point is, we in Tyler Perry land still. New writers still Tyler Perry land. And so Fatima said she just don't want to lose herself in what Zach has going on. And that makes perfect sense. But like I said, on September you're pregnant. And you already lost yourself. And one time that I can recall on that show mentioned that she wanted to go to law school. Child, I can't make this stuff up. Now we're at the doctor's office, and there is Karen looking a mess. And she asked to see her original doctor. Her original doctor isn't there, so she goes to see a substitute doctor, which her name is Dr. Phillips. And she said, I was wondering if I can get a DNA test because I need to know who the father of my baby is. Back at Danny's, she is now filled with regret. And she's wondering if she's made some mistakes in her life, and she's looking at pictures of her, not her, but Preston and Mandy Sue, and they look very happy. So she begins to journal just like her therapist told her to do. Sabrina is looking at the episode is about to end, and they're just doing a little small, brief montage going towards the end of the show, and Sabrina is, researching the preservation of her eggs. And again, Danny is, talking to herself in her head, writing in her journal. Now open up. Here comes the sucker punch. I just want someone to choose me. All of me. Totally and completely. And Danny, like I said, she is in her head, so they're showing Karen, they're showing Andy, Fatima, as it's going off. Danny is saying, I have to be a stronger me, a better me, the queen that I was meant to be. I heard that, girl. You better go on, Danny, and you better, that's the only way that you're going to get out of the rut that you're in, is to choose yourself. I learned that after my children's father passed away. Everybody was encouraging me to date again, and I chose and have chosen just to be who I am, enjoy me, enjoy my children, and try to, alleviate myself from this world of grief that has been bestowed upon me and deal with it in the best way that I can. And sometimes it's enjoying the company of someone of the opposite sex, or if you gay, the same sex. But right now, I'm outside of that realm of having to be with someone. So, yeah, Gary and Tamara had this bit of sexual energy. I should have known that when she got up in his face. But she pulled his card now. She didn't be a found man, and you know you won't end it. It was just seconds off of the quadrangle getting back together. Now I wonder where is this going to leave Tamara and Hayden and Gary, knowing that they have this built up sexual energy. It's no way. I can't see it. I can't see it. What do you guys think? You think her and Gary are going to do? I can't see that if they don't. I can't see it because they're two sides of the same coin, baby. And that, my friends, is the end of Tyler Perry's Sistas, episode 6, season 7, Pretty Hurts. Same OG, new reality with Diva D. Come on in, come on in. The only thing that has changed is the name. Your girl is still giving you the best that I've got, baby. And that is going to end my recap of this episode. Come on in, like I said, like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification button. Let your girl, so your girl can know that you are stopping by, and so you can get those notifications when I do post a video. And as I do when I close, I'm going to chunk them up. Juices.